The world of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is about to get a whole lot more exciting. The recent Nintendo Direct revealed some jaw-dropping footage of the upcoming DLC set to arrive later this year. And trust me, you won't want to miss a single second of this thrilling journey. Today, we'll take a deep dive into the heart-pounding adventure that awaits us in the new DLC. More specifically, we'll shine a spotlight on the most powerful Pokemon showcased in the mind-blowing new trailer. In today's video, we'll uncover the secrets behind each of these Pokemon's immense power, the easiest way to currently catch these Pokemon so you can move them to Scarlet and Violet ASAP when the DLC drops, and finally, make sure to stick around as we delve into uncharted territory, discussing the potential of the new Pokemon announced, as it looks like they're going to be incredibly overpowered. What's up, y'all? It's
Mr. Dr. Professor
Titan, and I'm all about helping you enhance your Pokemon adventure. Real quick, if you don't mind leaving a like on this vid, subscribing to the channel. I make helpful Pokemon videos along with other Pokemon content and TCG unboxings, so any support is greatly appreciated. I do want to quickly add that the returning Pokemon we discuss in this video is not really in any particular order, but the last Pokemon that we do discuss is quite a treat, y'all. It's a Pokemon that has a lot of power, just really across the board for the Scarlet and Violet game. Getting right into it, the first Pokemon is Ninetales. Not that one, this one. Since we saw Ninetales in the trailer, that means that we'll be seeing a return for Alolan Ninetales as well. And with the new changes introduced for Ice Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet, Alolan Ninetales is a very versatile Pokemon. Not only does it have decent typing as a Fairy Ice Pokemon, it also gets access to the hidden ability Snow Warning. This ability activates Snow in a battle and has many benefits to all Ice Pokemon. Snow doubles the defense of all Ice types, along with affecting moves such as Blizzard and Aurora Veil. Blizzard, when used during Snow, has 100% accuracy, and Aurora Veil can only be used in Snow, but reduces damage received from physical and special attacks for multiple turns even if you switch out or the weather changes. In any raid battle, it'll have you going.
I know. Freeze.
For catching Alolan Ninetales, it currently can be pretty tough. It can be caught in the DLC of Sword and Shield, via Pokemon Home, or the Alolan games, but most of these methods cost money if you don't have them currently. I found the easiest way to get an Alolan Vulpix is to complete Request 83 in Legend Arceus if you have it. You only get one in the game, so make sure you save it, and if you want to quickly beat the request, Game8.co has a good article with some helpful visuals on how to complete it. This next Pokemon definitely gave us all a challenge when first facing Cynthia in the Elite Four. That's right, Milotic is back, and with its bulkiness from a high special defense, including a great special attack and HP stat, this majestic Pokemon will give anyone a hard time in a Pokemon battle. It also has the access to the ability Competitive, which raises its special attack when its stats are lowered, so that is just another boost right off the bat for any raid or Pokemon battle when facing an opponent who has Intimidate. There's also speculation that in the trailer, Milotic is actually using Scald, which was a move that was removed from quite a few Pokemon, so if Milotic is able to use it, that means it not only will do a ton of damage, but also potentially leave the opposing Pokemon burned. Catching Milotic and Phoebus historically has always been a challenge, and not much has changed. They are available in Pokemon Go and the Gen 4 remakes, but your best bet for catching one is to utilize Sword and Shield by fishing on Route 2, stumbling upon a raid, or Milotic sometimes spawns in the water by the Lake of Outrage if the weather is foggy in the wild area. Continuing right along, this next Pokemon is also owned by an Elite Four champion. You guessed it, everyone's favorite Hoenn champion Steven is getting some love as Metagross is returning for the DLC. Being a pseudo-legendary, Metagross has a crazy good attack and defense stat, and it also has the ability Clear Body, which prevents other Pokemon from lowering its stats. This, along with its wide spread of moves like Meteor Mash, Earthquake, and Zen Headbutt, Metagross is a top-tier bulky attacker for any Pokemon battle or raid. As far as catching goes, Beldum is another tough one, so it really all depends on what you find easiest for acquiring one. If you have the Sword and Shield DLC, it is easiest to find on the Snowslide slope, but if you do not have the DLC, it can be transferred from Pokemon Go, or you can find them in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl on Route 228 or the Grand Underground. That for sure can take some time since they end up being swarm Pokemon, so maybe feel free to trade one for Pokemon Home and just egg one if you want to have the original trainer name on the Metagross yourself. And now, the most powerful Pokemon that was announced in the most recent DLC trailer. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? It's Wooper! Gotcha. Snorlax is gracing us with its presence for the Scarlet and Violet DLC, and it is the whole package. Whether it is raiding, competitive battling, or playing through the game, Snorlax has an arsenal of different ways you can utilize it for pure power. With a towering HP base stat of 160, along with both attack and special defense at 110, Snorlax is a phenomenal addition for Scarlet and Violet. It gets access to Belly Drum, which can maximize its attack stat along with Giga Impact. As a normal Terra type, Snorlax will be able to do a scary amount of damage. If only we could use self-destruct in raids, I would love to see how much damage is done on a 7-star raid from 4 fully EV and IV trained Snorlaxes using Belly Drum and then self-destruct. Snorlax is pretty easy to find. It is an overworld spawn for both Sword and Shield along with Legends Arceus, so I would just go capture one there, but no, it really can be found in any Pokemon game. But will we ever get to see its eyes open again? Now that we've discussed the most powerful returning Pokemon confirmed in this DLC trailer, let's look at the new Pokemon and their craziness on how powerful they can potentially be. First, we've got Okidoggy, Munkidori, and Pheasantipiti. They just released their ability Toxic Chain, which looks to poison opponent Pokemon pretty much anytime they attack, so that definitely is a next level ability. They also seem to be hinting that these Pokemon might have masks as well. I get a Power Ranger vibe when I see these pictures, and with Pokemon like Palafin now, I really hope they get items to change into some super cool form. Next, we have the apparent antagonist for the Teal Mask DLC, Ogerpon. I really like how this Pokemon looks, and even though that we don't know much about it, I wonder if they'll give this Pokemon the ability Disguise, which is the same as Mimikyu. This ability protects the Pokemon from the first damaging attack, and if Ogerpon is indeed a legendary or mythical, its stats, along with the overpoweredness of Disguise, could be meta-breaking. Finally, we have the Indigo Disc Pokemon Terapagos and its baby form. This is another one we do not know much about, but I really hope it gets a similar story to the Sword and Shield DLC with Kubfu. Maybe we'll acquire it right at the start of the DLC and then get to train it up on our adventure. It also looks like this Pokemon may hold the ability to Terra into any type. This is because of the obvious design, and Terrestrialization became the main new game mechanic. They usually have one Pokemon that just gets that new game feature to the fullest extent. So I can't wait to find out when the DLC finally releases, and I'll see y'all in my next vid. Thanks so much for watching the vid, y'all. I truly hope that you learned something new. Again, if you don't mind, please support the channel by leaving a like, subscribing to the channel, at Mr. Dr. Professor Titan. I'll be popping out new Pokemon videos every single week, so make sure to stay tuned and maybe you'll learn something new. Thanks so much.